Okay, today we're going to do the ABCs of running. Just like Michael Jackson did in the 70s, the ABCs of running were developed in the 70s by Gerald Mock, who was the national coach of Athletics Canada. So the ABCs of running carry on from the ABCs of posture that Karen did last week. The first one is marching A's. So in marching A's, what we're going to work on is we're going to stand nice and straight, going straight ahead. We're going to make sure that our head, our back, and our butt are touching the stick, which means we're going to use our A as for our abs. We're going to use our bum the whole time. We're going to keep our chest up. We're going to bring one knee up, and we're going to make sure that the heel stays by the knee so it's nice and tight. And we're going to use the bum on the side that we're standing on, and then we're just going to march from there, focusing on being super tall. So it's really just a bum song. So it's bum, bum, bum. Make sure that you keep your chest up, using your abs all the time. We want really tiny steps because we want that foot right underneath us, because that'll come up later when we start talking about foot placement when we're running. The next exercise are B's. What B's are is we're going to use a straight leg and we're going to bring our foot right underneath us. So as you lift your leg straight, the whole idea is you don't want to lift this leg any higher than you can keep your abs strong, your chest up, and again, using that bum that you're standing on. That foot should come down right underneath you. So again, you're going to take really tiny steps as you start moving. So about an inch or two at the most, staying nice and tall. Again, keeping your chest up, using your bum, and your abs are kind of engaged all the time. You also want to think about leading with that heel so that foot is open as it comes under, so you can get that foot right underneath you as you bring your foot underneath. Okay? The next one is C's, and C's is really just looking at the back half of running. Again, good posture, focusing on your ABCs, and then what the C is I'm just going to turn sideways a bit. What you're going to do is you're going to stay nice and tall, you're going to lift up one leg, and you're going to try and bring your heel towards your bum without letting that pelvis drop under. You're going to make sure that your pelvis is pointing to that finish line because that's where we're heading. Okay, so carrying on again, nice and tall, ABCs now. So here's your C. Make sure your pelvis is pointing towards the finish line, keeping your chest up, and bringing your heel up towards your bum. You also want to think that that knee stays pointing to the ground. It's not bringing that knee up, it's just keeping that knee underneath. Okay? The last thing as we kind of think about that together is when we start thinking about foot placement when we run, we're going to really think about bringing that foot underneath us. So the easiest way of thinking about it is that if I'm on a skateboard and I'm going to want that skateboard to go fast, I want to bring that foot right underneath me to get going on my skateboard. Running's exactly the same. We want to be able to bring that foot underneath us when we're running to make sure that we're getting to move fast. That's all for today, and we'll see you next week with putting those into more motion with skipping A's, skipping B's, and skipping C's.